Howdy, Possum Patty here, and well, the kitties are taking a little nap in a spot of sunshine in the other room, but when they hear me making a video, they may make an appearance. They'll be banging on the door before you know it. Anyway, I have my little golden book, the Golden Egg Book journal, and I just started working in here, and it's been been a year or so since I started it, but I just had a couple pages done, and I was thinking about what I wanted to put on the first page. Well, the other day when I was cutting out letters for my ransom letter box, I was going through some Smithsonian magazines, and I came across this wonderful picture of Mr. Rogers. And I'm not going to put him in the journal, but if you look closely, they took a photo of him and then went over it with some embroidery stitching. Now it might be yarn, it might be a thin yarn, I'm not sure, but then they did these triangles in the background. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to try this. So, I printed out a little picture. Titi and me. She likes to ride on my shoulder. And what I'm going to do is, I took a piece of tracing paper and I made this shape right here on this big egg at the beginning of the book. And I'm going to cut this out with some kind of scrapbook paper. And then I'm going to put this picture on the scrapbook paper after I do a little bit of stitching on there. Isn't this going to be fun? So I'm just going to get some embroidery thread out and do some stitching on the picture. And then I will make this with some kind of cardstock, I guess, or paper, doesn't matter. And I will affix it to that, and then I'll put this on the first page. And I have a lovely affirmation given to me by a friend, and I'm going to add that to the page too. So come on along. I haven't done any slow stitching in a while, so I actually had to go round up some things here to use, some threads and needles. And I should have cleared off my table, I guess. I always do this as soon as I start moving rocks and glues and things around. Okay. So I have some colors. I was thinking of some greens on the sweater. And I was thinking of doing my glasses in pink, if I can get that done. And then maybe putting some purple in the background. And I did start a slow stitch project the other day when I was doing elder care with Mom, and I was making this little panel, and this was a larger panel, but I cut it down to size to fit into my slow stitch journal, and I did some embroidery on the fern, and I cut the letters off the bottom and put them up here, and I'm going over them with this purple embroidery, kind of a sparkly embroidery thread for dream. And then I was going to do some on the butterfly. I put some batting on the back, So I did start this one, and then there was another one. This one has blue flowers. It says forget-me-nots, but I had to cut it in half. So I'll probably just cut these letters out and put them on here. So it says forget-me-nots with little blue flowers. Just some stitching. I need that. When I have buttons in here. And more thread. Okay. Move that aside. Alright, so I'm going to get some green thread. And maybe I'll use green, a couple of different greens or something on the sweater. maybe I should zoom in here a little bit. Oop, okay. Couple different greens on the sweater. And some pink, maybe variegated pink on those glasses. Well, we'll see. You know, if it doesn't come out, it doesn't come out. Everything is an experiment. Everything is just for fun. So not that I'm trying to be matchy-matchy here with the threads. Oh, if I use some of this dark green sparkly, some of this medium green, and then maybe mix it up with a little bit of this yellowy green, more like a spring green. That might be interesting. All right, so which one should I do first? All right, I'm going to go thread this. It's a little bit harder to thread because the sparkles make it a little thicker. Use my little scissors, put the big scissors away for now. Got my needles here, got my little threaders. Ooh, that went through pretty easily. Now, I didn't want to sew through 2 layers of paper, so I'm just going to sew through one and then glue it down. Let's see, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I think I'll start over here. Sewing on paper. Should I do a back stitch? Should I do... What should I do? A running stitch. All right, I hear somebody at the door. I can go see who that is. Sounds like TT's little knock. I think he's got a huge door banging knock. I told her she missed the beginning of the video. And she said meow. She said meow. What, you want to come up? Come on. Come and visit everybody. Come on. Yeah, here you are. Here you are. Now these lines are not going to be straight. Well, yeah, oops, I'm going way off there. They will be possum straight. Paper is not as forgiving as material. You know, material you can re-stick the needle, but see, paper leaves a hole. Oh, let me try this. All right. This is not straight at all. Oh, well, it's not going in the Smithsonian magazine, so we don't have to worry about it. Okay. This is just for fun. This is just for fun. All right, so now I'm going to come way over here. So just, oh, I didn't backstitch that. All right, so I will come over here. And then just wherever the needle comes through, I got to go with it. So this way. And then go back to that same hole. It's a lovely day today. The sun is shining. It's a little bit warmer today than yesterday. It is a bit windy. We got the March winds going. I did my little bit of tidy up this morning. I did my laundry. I caught part of Janet Nash's live, which is always so lovely. Oh, she's going up to my she's going up to my shoulder. Try to get this kind of close to the edge. So right now she is sitting on my shoulder, just like in the picture she's sitting on my shoulder. Now mine's not going to be as fancy as the Smithsonian's. No, this is just going to be some simple stitching. this short area, I'm just taking one stitch, and I'm leaving some spaces to come in with some other colors there. I want to go for a little walk. The road is very muddy. I told Stanley he can't pick up too many more rocks because the rock box is getting full, and we're going to limit him to just that one box. So what he's done is he's started, should put one more in there. He started putting a little rock collection out on the stone wall in the front. So those are like the backup rocks. So if we ever need a different kind of a rock, or, you know, after we get all these rocks done, we'll take the box outside and see if any of the rocks outside are any different than the ones that we've just identified. And I hope my stitching's not making you too crazy. It's a little bit harder to do this on paper than on material. And then I'll put in the other two colors of green. We'll see how that looks. We don't worry about the back. That's going to get glued down. That's TT sneezing. She went over to the couch. She's got green eyes. Can I put a stitch in her eye? How would that look? Would that look like terrible? Oh. You have to get it in the right place, though. That's going to be a little difficult. Had it in there and it came out. Give her a sparkly eye. Now this might look really weird. Not too bad. If the part where I poked all the little holes trying to find her eye. What, now you're going to come back up again? What? Come on. She went from my lap to my shoulder to the couch, and now she's back again. And I wonder if there would have been a way to put this on a paper that was a little bit more amenable to stitching. Now she's going back up. Climbing up on my shoulder. Alright, this is really hard. Without poking a million holes. Oops, that's way off. Where am I? Oh, good. Close to her eye. There. Well, if I hadn't made all those holes, that would look pretty good. Okay. Moving on, moving on, moving on. I found this little piece of thread. It was already cut, so I decided to use this instead of letting it go to waste. And I am going to try to make a medium color green stitch here. And so I'm going to make the first stitch like that. And then the second stitch goes backwards to the first. I'm trying to get it in the same hole because this is paper. Oops, don't do it too hard. Rip the paper. Should I put one over here? What, now you're going to come back up again? You know, it's really hard to do sewing with you up and down, up and down, up and down. Yeah. Yes, it is. I almost got this done with you still in the other room. So far, so good. Well, this was on my list of things to do. That picture of Mr. Rogers. There goes my bird clock. And it's the American robin o'clock. And the robins have come back to Connecticut. Everybody's so excited to see the robins. Remember the ideas. All right, she's taken over the table. Oh, that looks fun. Do I have enough to do another row? Or maybe a short row down here. I wonder if I want to put another color in there. Okay, I think I'm going to go with this green, which is maybe, I don't know. It's different than this green. Maybe this has more yellow in it. Maybe that one has more blue in it. Can't always tell these things. And just add some more stitching fun. I love to sew with the machine on paper. I haven't done as much stitching on, slow stitching on paper though, as I have machine stitching. That's kind of cool with a little zigzag on there, I think. Why not, right? It's the changing of the cats, like the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. TT ran out and Stinky walked in. All right, came up through the hole. I guess one way to do this would be to take the pokey tool and poke holes in there and then stitch through them. I didn't think of that. I did not think of that. Do I want to put a stitch down here maybe? Okay, now I'm going to switch to the lighter green. All right, so now going with the lighter green, I'm going to put a couple of stitches up here. And then some down on the shoulder. Well, I'm sure somebody out there is good at this and they'll give me some advice, right? No worries. But sometimes, you know, I just like to try it out for myself and experiment and, you know, see what works and what doesn't work. For me, you know, everybody has a different experience, and what some people like to do or what it works for them doesn't work for everybody. Everybody has their own way of doing something. That is getting very interesting down here, I think. I think I will make a second row of this lighter green, though. Not there. Maybe there. And I'm thinking about making holes for the glasses, because there's no way. I had to hit the cough button there for a second. Spring, March is my worst allergies and sinuses. Oof. The pollen's really high down south. And some of it actually carries way up here up north. All right. Well, I like it. I like it. You know what? I want another light colored stitch over here, though. Okay. So we're going to try something different on the glasses. This was all kind of free stitching here, as best I can do it. I should have done this with the eyes, too. I am going to poke, whoops, holes around the glasses. And see if that will work. I was going to use the variegated pink because the glasses are, you know, variegated. They're tortoiseshell anyway. See, look at that. Ooh, Ooh, I may have started something here. Let's see if this works. Okay. Get my variegated pink, which is where? Here. I may have just stumbled upon something. I'm telling you, you just start doing something, because once you start doing something, you learn as you go along. You learn by doing. Learn by doing. Make the first stitch. Okay, see, now I have a guide to follow. Oh my gosh. Why didn't I think of this before? Oh, this is going to make a big difference in my life. Yes, it is. And I don't mind going crooked. I don't mind zigzag. You know, all this down here is perfectly fine. I love it. But when it came to doing something like these glasses, right? There's no way I would have got the stitch on the glasses. The reason I picked this gray background was I was thinking of putting some bright colors on there. I thought it would show up nice with this darker background. This might be a fun addition to people who make those art dolls, those paper dolls. Some stitching. Wow, it's amazing when something actually comes out the way you want it to. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm having too much fun here today, folks. Yep. I'm going to take a little break and go for my walk outside. And then I will come back later. And I'm thinking, well, I want to do some designs in the background. And I'm thinking about triangles because I don't ever remember making triangles. Where's my slow stitch book? I don't remember. I got like little seed beads, French knots. I don't know what that's called. Running stitch, back stitch. That's a different stitch. French knot. I don't think. Oh, I did a chain around here, chain stitch. And I did this little daisy stitch there. This is my favorite page. I love this page. I love this page. These are real sticks and real stones, and I've got some slow stitching in the background. I've got Mod Podge on the sticks, to sparkle Mod Podge to preserve them. I've got my Sodalite stones down here. This one's not sewn in yet, but now I don't see any triangles. This is all I've done so far, but I don't see any triangles, so I might try that. And so I'm thinking of some purple triangles in the background. And since now I'm using my pokey tool, maybe I'll design a little collar for the cat. Wouldn't that be cute? Wow. I'm so happy with it. So there's my pink glasses, my green sweater, cat with the yarn eyes. So I'm going to try and give her a little bit of a fancy collar or something. Oh, and I have to do the background. I don't think I have to punch holes for the triangles. Or maybe I should. All right, let's see. I think I'll come down here. that, and then sort of make like a zigzag maybe. Something like that. Okay, what kind of collar should we give the kitty cat? Let's give her pink, right? Pink, pink, pink. Pink, is this enough? We shall see, we shall see. Since the pink is already in the needle. Okay, I'm gonna start at the edge there. And I want to go, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Let's see, I'm going to go here. And then maybe back there. And then maybe down here. I think the other hole I made too close. And back up there. And then over here. And then stitch back to there. So there's like a little V hanging down, right? Right. Okay, so I'm going to go to this one. I don't even know. I should back out a little bit. Back out, back out. Okay. And then back up to here. And then back to the bottom hole. And then back up to there. She's making like little triangles dangling down from her collar and going back up to the top again. See? She's got a pretty little collar. Oh yeah, so this will be cool because then the triangles on her collar will reflect the triangles that I put in the background. And I gotta do one more there. Like so. There. Aww. Well, this is really fun. Okay, I've got some purple thread in my needle, and I'm looking at the triangles in the background. So this is probably just kind of like doing a back stitch thing. So we'll go in and out, and then poke up. Well, this purple isn't showing up as much as I thought it would. And then you'd have to go back in and over. Okay. That one. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and do a few of these in the background. So I will be right back. I used that little bit of tracing paper to cut out some of this fun, looks like Easter eggs, I don't know. Looks like little eggs, colorful little eggs. I know I didn't get it exactly right, but you know, the perfect police were not going to find me. And I just glued this down, and I'm pressing it because, you know, all the lumps of embroidery floss on the back of it, but I think it'll be okay. I think that'll be okay. Now what I want to put on there is I am enough. I am enough. And I have these letters with little kitties on them, and this is a Dollar Tree sticker set, and I think I have enough letters to spell out I am enough. So let's see now. Let's see, how do I want to put these on here? Do I want to put extra glue? Yeah, I'm always I'm always so fearful things are going to fall off. I don't know why. Where do I want it? I guess I'll put I am up here. And the kitty has a ball of yarn. Perfect. I love the way things work out. Kitty letters. I am. Okay, enough. E-N-O-U-G-H. E-N-O-U-G-H-E. Or I can start here and go up that way because it seems to be more egg on that side than this side. So let's see. E. Aw, E is two little kitties together. That's cute. See, my beacon glue is exploding. I'm sticking my finger in it. E. E-N-O-U-G-H. That's going to go up the side. Ooh, this is like a teal colored G. H. Ah, H is two kitties. I think I got these to go in my kitty boho. Short meditation on I am enough from enough.com. What does I am enough mean? You might have heard people saying, I am enough, or possibly you might have used this phrase for yourself. But do you know the I am enough meaning? Through mindful research and personal experiences, I've come up with my thoughts over this. I am enough are the three magical words. They hold more power than you can imagine. Once you learn the true meaning of these words, nothing can stop you from living a life you've always wanted to. However, many people mistook this phrase for its meaning, and that is what this article is all about. Here we will discuss what these words mean and what they don't. I am enough means I accept my mistakes and learn from them. It doesn't mean they are my shortcomings. Our mistakes don't define us, but acceptance and acknowledgement is what makes us a good human. You shouldn't overlook your flaws and imperfections. It means to see them and work with them hand in hand. You don't need to compare yourself with others. You don't need to do more or want more or to be who you are once meant to be. You are simply you in the right place at the right time, and that's enough. I am enough.